dark to try to get under you. 100 feet back, making that dive. Too cool here.
That 38 is no matter what I do, he's today.
Race friends, it's time for the fastest 2 hours in motorsports. It's time for On Pit Road Racing, right here, right now, live from downtown Las Vegas on the flagship station, the WCOBN television network. Our race team will have all the latest news, updates, and interviews for the world of motorsports. So buckle up and pull those belts tight. The green flag is in the air, and it's time to go racing. And here are the hosts of On Pit Road Racing, Alan Michaels and the First Lady, Diane Fox.
He's going to do a little arc to try to get under you.
5, 4, 3, 2,
You got a pretty fast car.
1.
Even when you clear high, you need to be smart here. Get our point. Hang on. Later. You're better. Give it 1 and 2. Let's go get a championship, baby. Let's get one.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas. Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Welcome to my world. Handicapped man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, "Hey, you want some shoes?" I said, "Yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well." And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. I'm not we, but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone. You know, it makes for good karma or good energy, whatever it takes. Hell, I ought to do a product placement for Coca-Cola too.
You're pushing it, Turtle, but have a good day. Thanks, mate.
We are back, and we are live. Downtown Las Vegas on Pit Road Racing. Alan Michaels, Diane Fox, the First Lady, Jimmy, Jet, Neilson coming up in about 15 minutes, everybody. You like a jet car, jet limos, and anything that's got a jet motor on it, Jimmy's going to tell us all about it, all righty? Looking good, Diane. We've got some news and updates from F1.
Yeah, brought to you by our partners at the Atlanta Motorsports Park, which, man, we are just foaming at the mouth to get there. For more information, 678-381-8527, www.atlantamotorsportspark.com.
Max Verstappen in his Red Bull returned to the winning ways in Sunday's Japanese Grand Prix and surviving a drastic first lap by pulling comfortably closer to the McLaren of Lando Norris. Oscar Pastrana confirming another constructor's title for Milton Keynes Racing. It's just no stopping. They tried to penalize him. They've tried to say Verstappen's car is illegal, but Red Bull has just taken a hold of it. Mercedes has fallen back behind. Ferrari has fallen back behind. Alfa Romeo has fallen back behind. So it just doesn't make a difference because Verstappen's up 400 points. Sergio Perez at 223. Lewis Hamilton has squeaked in to the top three on the podiums for the championship at 190. But I just don't see this happening. I don't see this at all.
Now, they might as well just stop it now because it's not going to change.
Up next for the Formula One, October 6th through the 8th, it's going to be the Formula One Qatar Airways Qatar Grand Prix 2000 at the Lusail International Circuit in Doha. All right. And F1 makes a stop here in Las Vegas. It's going to be November 16th through the 18th. Get your tickets right there. All right. This segment right here going to be brought to you by our good friends at Dick's Last Resort. 450 Fremont Street. They're open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. You want more information about their services and catering, World Wide Web at dickslastresort.com/Fremont Street. Diane.
The NHR returned back to ZMAX Raceway in Charlotte, North Carolina this past weekend, and here are your results. Top fuel, Doug Coletta. That's a good one.
I like it.
Funny car, Bob Tasca is the third. Pro Stock, Greg Anderson, and Pro Stock Motorcycle, Gage Herrera, of course.
Yeah,
nobody can beat him either.
I mean, he's like so far up in advance that like half of the people just
He's like Max.
Yeah, it's like that. One quick shout out to Bob Tasca the third and his crew. So we had these guys all down here last year racing the go-karts here.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, locked in. Let's talk to you about it. It's going to be for the top fuel. Already locked in for a run at the shot at the title. It's going to be Doug Coletta in second spot, Steve Torrance, Justin Ashley in third, Leah Pruitt in fourth, Eintron Brown in fifth spot, Brittany Force in sixth, Mike Salinas in seventh, Sean Langton wrapping up your eighth spot, Austin Prock in ninth, Tony Schumacher, Clay Milton, and Josh Hart wrap out 12 drivers that have secured their way in for a shot of the Super Wally in the championship in top fuel. Funny car looking like this. Robert Height from John Force Racing retakes the number one spot. Bob Tasca winning this past weekend. He jumps up. Bob Tasca is a third. In second, Ron Capps is in third spot. Matt Hagan for Tony Stewart Racing in fourth. Chad Green in fifth. Alexis DeJoria, man, that's the tequila girl right there. She's up in sixth spot. Tim Wilkerson in seventh. Your guy, J.R. Todd, running in eighth. John Force, the 16-time champion, man.
He's still going.
Still going, John Force. Alex Lofton and Cruz Pedregon, your top 11 locked in so far for Funny Car. Pro Stock, all right. Matt Hartford, Eric Enders, Dallas Flynn, Greg Anderson, Troy Kaufman Jr., Aaron Stansfield, Derek Kramer, Kyle Korkoski, Cameron Caruso, and Christian Kudera, all locked in. Pro Stock motorcycles like this is really going to mean anything at all. Gage Herrera, Hector Arana Jr., Eddie Curley, Matt and Angie Smith, Chase Vincent, and Steve Johnson. 7 locked in so far. And the NHRA Midwest Nationals coming up for you, all right? Going to be at the Worldwide Raceway, October 29th, October 1st. Fox Sports 1 will have the coverage for you. And this segment is brought to you by our good friends at Dick's.
All right, that's free from us.
All right, so we're looking good with that. And also, let's take a little bit of dirt racing, all right? Go ahead, Diane.
This is your segment.
Racing News is brought to you by our good friends at the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street, Las Vegas' only true indoor racetrack. More information, 702-270-8100. Well, man, when it all got down to it from King Speedway, it's Brad Sweet, David Covell, and Dominic Cicillo all wrapping up in your top 3 current point leader. Brad Sweet leads the series 82 back as David Covell, and Carson is 106 points back. And coming up, man, they got a couple of weeks off. But the World of Outlaws World of Finals, we want to make this Wednesday, November 1st through Saturday, November 4th. All 3 series. There's 4 days of dirt racing, man. World of Outlaws Energy Super Drinks. You've got the Outlaws Case Construction, the Super Dirt Big Block Modifieds, all going to be over $700,000 in paid money for them dirt racers, man. $700,000, man. Tickets. You want to see it, man? Get there and get it, because you can get tickets at CharlotteMotorspeedway.com/events/World of Outlaw Finals.
I mean, dirt racing is hard.
Remember when we went out here, man, and they put me in that garbage bag and number turn 1, man, and I was like coated full of dirt. I loved it. Hey, Racing News from the Dirt is brought to you by our good friends at the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street in the heart of downtown Las Vegas. We're going to take one more break. We'll get the NASCAR ready to go. I see that Jimmy Jet Nelson is in our green room. There he is. So when we come back after a little bit of news in this, we'll talk to Jimmy Jet. We're jet racing today on Pit Road Racing is live. WCOB of downtown Las Vegas. Back in 2, everybody.
Jerry B here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless. Here, a lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a non-profit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
Take it all away.
lights, the glitz, the glamour. It all means nothing without a shot. A chance to turn dreams into reality. To change your destiny. To make history. Nothing's given. Everything earned. It's more than a race. It's a shot at a championship.
Let's go get a championship, baby!
The NASCAR playoffs return to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the South Point 400, October 13th through 15th.
And back at you here on Pit Road Racing, back live, man. Coming up in about 8 minutes away, we've got Jimmy Jet Neilson going to stop by, and we'll talk with Jimmy, man, and talk with jet cars and jet bikes and jet limos and everything jet. NASCAR for you, brought to you by our good friends at LBMS.com, the official place of On Pit Road Racing South Point weekend coming up. Don't forget to get your tickets, camping, and all the information at South Point or South Point weekend at LBMS.com. Well, you know, Corey Helm won up in Bristol, man. You know, I mean, and he was rocking and rolling up there in the truck series. Corey Helm still leads the points there for Christian Eckes, Carson Hocevar. And we've got Grant Enfinger, Zane Smith, Ben Rose, Nick Sanchez, and Ty Majeski. They're coming up this weekend. The trucks are going to be returning back to Talladega this weekend with the Cup boys. You can catch all the racing action on FS1 MRN and Sirius XM. There you go. That's where
Claire B. Lang. Yes.
There, Claire B. Lang. She'll be down there. That's where. Hey, John Henry Nemechek made the winning pass. Just 7 laps remaining in the Andy's Frozen Custard 300 NASCAR's Xfinity Series race at the Texas Motor Speedway. John Hunter also punched his ticket into the next round of the series playoffs and will increase his series best single series with 7 victories for John Hunter this weekend. Man, I'm telling you, he's rocking. Go ahead, Diane.
Well, John Hunter Nemechek in first, Parker Klingerman, Sammy Smith, Chandler Smith, and Justin Allgaier. Playoff standings after Texas is John Hunter Nemechek. He's in the next round. Justin Allgaier is in the next round. Cole Custer, Austin Hill, Chandler Smith, Sammy Smith, Sheldon Creed, Daniel Hemrick. On the bubble is Parker Klingerman. He is 1 point back of the cut line. Jeff Burton, he's 19 points back to the next cut line. Josh Berry, 27 points back. 4 drivers eliminated after Charlotte Motor Speedway, October 8th.
That's right. Coming up for you, the next race is October 7th, 12:30 p.m. for the Drive for Cure 250 presented by the Blue Flowers Blue Shield, North Carolina. Charlotte Motor Speedway's road course. Catch all the action on NBC, PRN, and Sirius XM. We'll have all that for you, okay? Hendrick Motorsports driver William Byron took a big lead into the restart with 6 laps to go remaining to hold off. That's right, the one and only watermelon man, Ross Chastain. He marked it up because this was Hendrick's 300th career win, most of any other team owner in NASCAR history right there. So it was looking good for those guys. Real happy for him right there. Real good. I like William Byron. I think he's going to have a really good shot at getting a title coming up here. And you've got the rest of the top 5.
We got, of course, we have William Byron in first place. We have Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Christopher Bell, and Denny Hamlin. Playoff standings after Texas and round number 1 at the best of 12. William Byron is on to the next round. Then you have Denny Hamlin, Chris Buescher, Christopher Bell, Martin Truex Jr., Ross Chastain, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, and currently behind the cutoff for the round of 8, we have Bubba Wallace. He's 2 points back. Tyler Reddick is 3 points back. Ryan Blaney is 11 points back. Kyle Busch is 17 points back. 4 drivers eliminated after Charlotte Motor Speedway, October 9th. And the only thing I have to say is Ryan Blaney should not be minus 11 points back.
I know you're upset about that thing with Denny Hamlin.
Pit road thing and Denny Hamlin. I'm sorry. He wasn't speeding. Nobody was speeding. The speed limit is 45. How can you clock Ryan Blaney at 50.02 when he's right on the bumper of Denny Hamlin, who's only being clocked at 45? Something stinks there.
The fish ain't smelling right on the dock right there. Something ain't right. All right. Up next, NASCAR, October 1st, 2 p.m. It's the Yellowwood 500 at Talladega Super Speedway. Catch the race. Oh, my goodness gracious. We're back on NBC this week, MRN, and Sirius XM for you right there. All righty. All right, that's a look at racing news across and all the results and everything else. One more quick break. He's standing by in the green room. Coming up next, we're going to talk to the jet plane flying, jet plane driving man himself, Jimmy Jack Neilson, standing up. He coming up for us right after this. Everybody on Pit Road Racing is live at the WCOBM, and we're back right after this.
4,
Keep it one beat here.
3,
Flight together for 267 miles.
2,
You got a pretty fast car.
1.
You don't want to clear high. You need to be smart here. Get our point. Hang on. Later. You're better than 1 and 2. Let's go get a championship, baby. Let's get one.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. Downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Oh my goodness gracious, we are back. 30 minutes past the hour here on Pit Road Racing live downtown Las Vegas from the WTOVM studios. Real quickly, little information out there. Yes, we will be South Point Hotel coming up race weekend for the South Point 400. We will be there. Special live Facebooks we're going to be doing out there. This is going to be celebrating my guy, man. Rusty Wallace will be there, man. Kevin Harvick is going to be there. Chris Buescher is going to be there. And Rick Allen from NBC Sports Television will be there. So we're going to be full-blown ready to go, man. I can't wait to see Rusty, man. And you know what else is the big news, Diane? You know what he's going to have?
What?
He's going to have Midnight with him. Yeah.
Oh,
Famous
wow.
black number 2, buddy.
That'll make it right.
I can't wait to go. This gentleman is somewhere in Texas, I believe, with us right now, man. And if it comes down to jet cars and jet planes and jet limos and anything's got a jet engine on it, this guy's probably drove it. Please make him feel warm and welcome. His first appearance on our program from Texas, Mr. Jimmy Jet Neilson. Jimmy, good afternoon and welcome to the show, buddy.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Hey, Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy, we start off with every racer it is. I'm putting the camera strictly on you. Tell us how you got involved in the racing and take us through it, my friend.
Well, I had a charter fishing business in Kona, Hawaii, and Raymond Beadle chartered my boat. I think it was 1979. I was young then. And I caught him a marlin, and he said, if you're ever in the States, come see him. So I was over there. Back then, I did a Jordache jeans commercial, and I was in California, and I heard it on the radio. So I went to Orange County Raceway, and that was like 1992, I think, or 91, or I mean 81. And then I was there with Dan Pastorini, the football guy, and Raymond Beadle, and saw the jet cars run. I never, in Hawaii, we didn't have any jet cars, so I never saw them before. So I said, I want to do this. They said, yeah, have another glass of wine. And believe it or not, went back, sold everything, jumped into it, ran funny cars till 86, then went from jets to jets from 86 to now. And still rocking.
It's pretty wild. So you teamed up with Raymond Beadle. If you just heard me right before that, Rusty Wallace is coming to Las Vegas here. And who was Rusty Wallace is when he won the 1989 championship for the NASCAR Winston Cup. His team owner, Raymond Beadle, man. There you go. That is just so cool. Yeah. Raymond Beadle was the guy.
Yeah, Raymond Beadle, great guy. And then I ran funny cars. Then I just, I always wanted to do jets. So I ended up going back to jets, still sticking with it. But we got 7. We got 7 jets now between me and my partner, Ehor, and his wife, Darcy. And I just want to say hi to them. They're out there. We kind of keeping it hidden for a while, but now we're coming out, and we're going to have 7 jet cars with my jet cars and his jet cars, 1 land speed car, and we got a lot on the roster there that we got to be doing real soon here. And people will be pretty surprised what we got going on.
Wow. Jimmy, what is it about jet cars that interest you so much?
Well, that's why I kind of have a hard time hearing, man. They're real loud and they're real powerful. They're kind of opposite of a fuel car. We pull hard from mid-track to the end, and they just keep pulling and bury you in the seat. Where, like you said, what is it? Salinas ran 300 miles an hour in the 8th mile. See, they're almost done by the 8th mile. We're just getting started. So we get buried in the seat, and then it's just G-force all the way, more and more. As long as it's getting air, you're hauling. So yeah, it's it's total different experience, total different. But the further you go, the more air it gets, and the more horsepower you have, and it just keeps you glued to the seat. So that that's something that not many people get the thrill of doing that. So we've been lucky and done it for 42 years. So we're having a little bit internet problems here in Texas. We're in an area that's not very good Wi-Fi. Are you still on?
Gotcha. We got you, man. What's the fastest that you've ever been in a jet car?
I ran 404. We got 2 mile track when we're doing the air show, so we run almost a half mile, 11 seconds in burners. So we're getting up there. And I ran 391 on the freeway in Las Vegas with the jet limo, 1999. And it's that was on every channel. And then I've done three freeway openings in Las Vegas on the freeway, and that was 97, 98, 99. If you've been to Vegas, I did the DI where it went around the corner, down the hill, and through the tunnel there. So it was pretty exciting. And that was in 1997. Jet cars don't really go around the corner, but this one did that day and the last day. Now that I'm getting older, it's I think a certain part of your body shrinks and the other part grows, your brain. So I still just like me and John Force, we got a few years left, and we're going to do the best we can with what we got.
My mouth's still open because of the speed that you just said. I'm like, whoa, really? Man, that's fast.
Yeah, it's fast. And, rubber tires don't holds up so much. They build a lot of heat, so you don't have much time to go your speeds, or they're going to come unglued. So that's been the thing with rubber tires, is they don't hold up much under the heat when you get up to high speeds like that. So I got lucky, and I'm smart enough to not be stupid enough to do it again.
Oh, okay. I see. Can you tell us about your Hidden Pioneer organization?
Oh yeah, that's a great thing. We just got hooked up with them, and they're a great organization, Hidden Pioneers, and great people. And there's a lot to go ahead and put out to everybody, and it's really growing, and they're really great people. And I'm really honored to be part of their program.
But what is the Hidden Pioneer?
Yes, Hidden Pioneers. We're going to be doing a lot of things that'll be coming out in the open more. We had them on another show we did the other night, and great people. And look them up, Hidden Pioneers, and they got you just watch what's going to be going on pretty soon. We got a lot of events working, and good people. Did I lose you?
It's definitely something else. We've seen jet car racing. They've had it out here, Jimmy. They've had it out here at the Strip. I don't think it really got up to the mark of what you were going. I mean, as what I remember is they got him up there and they sort of huffed and puffed and huffed and puffed and huffed and puffed, and all of a sudden he let the handle, drop the hammer, mashed the gas or whatever you do to the thing, and I mean this thing just took. I mean, literally a rocket. I mean, let me ask you this, Jimmy. The G-forces compared to what you're taking in a rocket car, what's the difference between that and a top fuel or a funny car? Because, I mean, those guys are hauling too, man, 300 and some odd miles.
Yeah, they pull. When I ran funny cars, it's hard off the line. When they leave the line a lot harder than we do, but we make up for it on the 8th mile. That's what I'm saying. So 8th mile, man, we're getting the air. As long as you're getting air, man, you're getting speed. And the more air goes in there, the more it glues you in the seat, and it's totally different experience, but it's two different worlds, funny car and this. So I've done both, and you can't beat the jets. I mean, John Force been a good friend of mine since day one when I licensed in Orange County, and he came down and saw the land speed car. You're talking 50,000 horsepower. It's an engine out of an F4 Phantom, fully afterburner. So he looked at it and just said, "This is the ultimate," and it is. I just wish I could stick them in there. and he'd get a good make his hair a little more whiter.
So, I mean, did you offer him a ride? Did he turn it down?
Well, he's had to put in it. Yeah, Johnny, he'd love to hop in there, man. I'll let him. So it's a total different experience. You only drive one-handed, never two. You gotta have one hand on the wheel and the other afterburner throttle and parachute. So you're driving the car with one hand, and they dart around. And when the chute hits, sometimes they come off the ground and they go sideways, and you're trying to turn them with one hand, and they're bouncing on one wheel. I've had my limo sideways. I've had it bouncing on one wheel. I've had a wheel stand on the parachutes. It's a new show every time. You never know what it's going to do.
Oh my God, my
Totally
mouth
different
is
ballgame.
wide open going on.
I'm sorry.
Wow. I said my mouth is sitting here wide open, like, huh? Really?
Yeah.
She's talking.
Well, you got to come next time. I'm in a race. You guys come down there. I'll put you on the starting line. It's a different. Top Fuel is loud and vibrant. Jet cars go through you like grenades going off there. It's a total different sound, and it's like bombs going off on you, and it's quite an experience. You get to see it firsthand on the starting line. So remember, next time I'm on the starting line, I'm looking for you.
Yeah, don't take her up on it, man. If you offer her a ride or a ride along, she'll jump in this thing. I guarantee you. She's been to the NASCAR. We actually almost had an opportunity, but we ran late to ride with Ron Capps out here in his funny car. Now, obviously, we weren't going to turn 323 mile an hour in the thing, but I mean, if it got
Ron's a great guy.
250 or so, it'd be great. Let me talk a little bit about this because this is,
Ron's a great guy.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. Jimmy, let me talk a little bit about this.
Done a lot of shows with him.
Yeah. Let me talk about. I wanted to talk a little bit about the danger in this because I've known that I think it was a couple of years ago there was a young lady that was doing jet car racing that something went major wrong and she ended up getting killed in this thing.
Right.
I mean, the danger of this. I mean, let's talk a little bit about the danger.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories. Jetsy, for one, that didn't have a roll cage. It was an F-104 Starfighter. It was like 56 foot long. They had like training wheels under the motor. The motor, it's the same motor I have. It's 4,000 pounds. It's an F4 Phantom engine. And, a plane is made to be in the air. They got aluminum frames. They're not made for the harmonics of running on land, and there's been many stories. I had friends that were there. They called me that night and said the car exploded kind of, and they're kind of hiding that. There's all different kind of stories. They've changed it 4 times. It doesn't matter what the story is. The ending was horrible, and they had no roll cage. They had a F-104 Starfighter cockpit in canopy, and she knew that. She did a lot of welding herself, and she knew the dangers. Sometimes your hiney overrides your mind, and it's a real shame, and there's been a lot of deaths in jet cars. I've lost a lot of friends, and, I'm 70 years old. I'm not young no more, but I still, I'm careful. You can only, just double check everything and make sure everything's right. They're just dangerous, but if you take care of them and really watch your maintenance, and I triple check everything. I have a list in my mind. I go through it and constantly. And before I go again, I check it again and triple check it. And then you get in there, and when you get in the car, the results, what can happen, and that's part of the game. If everybody did it, it wouldn't be as fun.
Wow.
Something else. It really is. It's
how do you when you get in the car, how do you calm yourself? Because there's got to be a little bit of there's got to be some anxiety.
I'm a 70-year-old heavy metal man. I always listen to heavy metal, get all amped and hopped in there. I licensed at night when I licensed in Orange County. And, I'd never been in any kind of race car at all. I went from a fishing boat into a funny car. So I jumped right into a funny car, and it was at night. But, it was, I didn't care. I've been a stunt man in the movies. So, You know, the only thing that scares me is marriage.
Now listen to you.
That's something. I'm telling you, this is we got a couple of minutes left, folks. On Pit Road Racing live from downtown Las Vegas here in the WCOVM network. Our special guest joining us via satellite is Jimmy Jet Neilson, man, and I mean he's drove it all when it comes to jets. Man, is there anything, Jimmy, that you haven't drove with a jet on it, man?
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
I said, is there anything that you have not? Is there anything that you haven't driven that doesn't have a jet on it? I mean, as far as competition and everything, is there anything?
No,
I mean,
funny cars. You know, done them all, and you know, you're going to be surprised what we got going now. Ivor and me, we've partnered up, and we got an online store we're putting together. It's almost done, and we got, like I said, 7 jets. They have no idea.
Looks like he's freezing.
yeah. I got to get him back here in just a second. Anyhow, looking good. It's on Pit Road Racing. Jimmy Jet is down in Texas out there, and I think he's got a lock up there. So, we're going to take a quick, Jimmy, stand by. We're taking a quick break. We're right back with you right after this on Pit Road Racing live from Las Vegas, everybody.
Take it all away.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas. Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Come on! What the yeah! Oh man! Woo! That is awesome!
Jerry B here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless here. A lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a non-profit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
The bright lights, the glitz, the glamour. It all means nothing without a shot. A chance to turn dreams into reality. To change your destiny. To make history. Nothing's given. Everything earned. It's more than a race. It's a shot at a championship.
Let's go get a championship, baby!
The NASCAR playoffs return to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the South Point 400. October 13th through 15th.
Coming up about 12 minutes before the hour. And I think we lost Jimmy. Jimmy, if you're back out there, he'll, if not, then, well, dang it, it's good to have him, but it's something else. It is something else. I think he's got a bad internet connection.
I can't wait till he comes back out to Vegas because let me tell you, I will be on that starting line.
Yeah.
No, I mean, when somebody invites me to do anything like that, they better mean it because I'll do it. I mean, I can't not remember the young man's name, but he was going to take me out to the desert in one of the
Buggies.
And he said that he would be gentle and he, whatever. And I said, no, you drive it the way you say. Well, I had my mom in it the other day. No, I'm not your mom. No, you're going to drive it the way you drive it. And then something happened because of what's going on with my back and stuff. I gave it up. So
she wants to run 75, 80 mile an hour in a dune buggy across the desert and jump a mile down the road. Yeah, okay.
So the doctor said no. So okay, that's fine. But you know what? To be on that, I mean, we've been on by the starting line and stuff when the NHRA are out there. But no, I'm there. I'm like an elephant. I won't forget it, and when you say it, I'm going to do it. So I'm excited.
You know what I thought was pretty cool? A couple of years ago, remember we were out at the Speedway, and Jeff Motley came up to me. He goes, "Hey, you want to take a ride around the Speedway in a Dodge TRD Toyota Racing Development?" And I thought, okay, cool, Camry, something like that. He said, "No, pickup truck."
Oh,
I got in that pickup truck.
Yeah.
And this thing's running around Las Vegas Motor Speedway at 110 mile an hour. It didn't even move. And I thought, this is just something else. Hey, real quickly, I want to give a shout out to Ryan Vargas, good guy from California.
Yes, for sure.
Ryan's running into the truck series here in the States for the NASCAR Craftsman trucks. He did some time. I went over to Germany, man, and basically rode and drove NASCAR Europe over there. And ended up finishing up 10th at a top 10 finish in both the events that he was in. So I want a big shout out to Ryan Vargas.
I mean, that kid has so much passion for racing that he'll do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll do anything. He'll try anything. Yeah. So I'm happy for him. I really am happy for him.
Yeah.
I wanted to also give a shout out because we do have a couple of guests in studio with us, all the way from Utah. We have Kay, but she's out watching the show and stuff. And Rat Rod Rick. And also, and I wanted to give a shout out to Sherry.
All right.
She wanted Kay to tell us hi, and so hi, Sherry.
There you go. And let's get back to
good. Yeah, let's get back. And
Jimmy's back with us. We got him hooked back up. Jimmy, we got a couple. That's all right.
Okay.
Jimmy, I got a couple of minutes left for you. Where are you going to be at? When are you going to get back to Vegas, and tell everybody where they can find you social media wise, my friend?
Well, fantastic. We're going to be in Vegas. We're looking at maybe a month to 2 months. We got some things there that we're keeping quiet that we're going to do. Kay will fill you in a little bit on that. And you can go on globaljetracing.com and you go on our new website. And also you can see all the pictures. And then also you can, Kay's got me hooked up with Facebook. And there's probably a lot of things on there that she's probably putting on tonight. So it'll be, I've only been on it a couple days. So definitely come on there and we got tons of pictures and pretty much tell you everything that we got going.
Is there anything that you have not put a jet engine on that you would love to do and drive?
Yes, and that's why we got them on what we're going to be putting out here real shortly. One's a good concept car. The other one, it's just a lot of good surprises we got coming out, and just keep in touch. And Kay will fill you in, right, Kay? So. Gotta love the center now. I was going to
modern technology is supposed to be so good, but for some reason, I don't know.
There you go. We're going to get one more quick break in here. When we get back, man, and we'll wrap it up on Pit Road Racing Live right here at the WCOBM, everybody.
take it all away.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. Downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Back with our final segment here. Want to thank Jimmy Jet Nelson for joining us out there in Texas. You'll be here in Las Vegas. We'll get out there. We'll get out here to watch the Talladega this weekend. NASCAR Cup Series is there, man. This is a big race. This could decide a lot before the weekend is over with here. All right. Want to talk a little bit too. Also, man, we got a big that weekend. We are packed that weekend. Thursday night, we're going to be at the South Point Hotel and Casino. They're going to be honoring. Last year was Mark Martin is the track honorary national guest. And this year it's Rusty Wallace out there. And I talked to Jeff Motley today. Jeff Motley says they've lined in Kevin Harvick, the bad dog in the pound, is going to be here. His final race at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway as he leaves. Chris Buescher with Rouse Fenway Keselowski Racing is going to be there. I mean, those guys both him and Brad are locked tight in a shot of winning this championship. And that's I am so happy, Diane, for the Cat in the Hat, for Jack Roush and Yates and all those guys out there. I mean, the last couple of years, it's been Gibbs and his Toyotas, it's been Hendrick and his Chevrolets. Yeah. And I'm glad to see the Ford camps really get going. And I'm glad to see Brad still driving, became a part owner in that team with Jack Roush and Yates and the Fenway people from Fenway Boston, from the Boston Red Sox and everything else. But it's just going to be a great weekend. And then, of course, we'll have ARCA racing Friday night. Going to be at the Bull Ring out there. The ARCA West is going to decide the championship for 2023. Saturday, we head over to the big Speedway, Xfinity Racing. Man, this is going to be big because this is going to be the shot for these guys into their final. And, of course, this is the round of 8 starting here in Las Vegas. So after Charlotte, 4 drivers will say goodbye, and their shot at a chance to win the title will be out the door. So it's going to happen to see the shot of 8 and the round of 8 starts here in Las Vegas. So we got an
exciting, fun-filled week.
Then 2 weeks after that, you and I are heading back to the Strip at Las Vegas Motor Speedway because the NHRA is here in town. Yes. And we know that, in the past couple of years, even though Sonoma has always been on the final stop of the tour, championships get decided here in Las Vegas, and it's going to be interesting to see what that. Yeah. Anything else you're going to add for today?
No, just we've got a lot of racing coming up.
Yep.
And a lot of things to do in Vegas coming up.
You want to hold those shoes real quick?
Sure.
All right. Here they are right here, ladies and gentlemen. These are the hot shoe. These are the hot shoe shoes right here. These are heart shoes. That's exactly what they are. We've been all over Las Vegas. We've been to California with these things, and this primarily is what this is, folks. These things right here. We're going to shelters. We're going to churches. We're going to missions. We're going to the veterans. We're going to teens. We're going to take 50 pairs of these out to Paulette Anderson at the Speedway Children's Charities, because for Christmas this year, some needy kids are going to get some tennis shoes for Christmas in their stockings this year. All right. So to be part of this program, it's real easy. You don't buy sponsorships on this program here. We do not sell sponsorships on this. If you would like to have your commercials, your promotional run here, what you need to do is log on to the following. You see it tagging right there on the bottom, the hotshoehof.com. Hit the donate button. And when you do, then send us an email, because we're going to take care of it. And all you have to do is provide us a 30-second commercial. Diane and I make no money off of this. Gene makes no money. The network makes no money off of this. 100% of your donation goes to buy these shoes that we take to churches, we take to missions, we take to the vets, to the youth, wherever we need to be and they need us to be. That's what we do with it. I cannot wait to see Paulette Anderson's face when we roll up there at the Speedway with 50 pairs of tennis shoes for her kids.
That organization does so, they do so much, and they do so much good for the community, that I can't wait to be able to hand her those shoes.
I can't wait to see her. Chris Klein's going to be out there. Paulette Anderson, the director of Speedway Children's Charity. Chris Klein, who's a great friend of this program, a racer, and he sits on the board of directors out there for that thing. So I can't wait to roll that shopping cart in there and go, here they are, babies. 50 pairs of tennis shoes. Put them in the kids' stockings, man.
Yep.
That's
it's
it.
It's
going to be a good time. Hey, anything else that you want to cover?
Nope, that's it for today.
Back next week. Real quickly, like to say thank you for all the shout outs, well wishes, everything coming. Yes, it is. I have contracted cancer, and I'm a fighter. I'm going to rock this thing as hard as I can. I got a great cancer doctor, a great medical team behind me. I want to thank each and every one for all of your well wishes and prayers. We're going to beat it one way or another. If not, we'll have one hell of a good time taking it out. That's for sure. So we'll be back with you next week at On Pit Road Racing, 5 p.m. right here at the WCOVM. Shall we call upon our buddy Diane?
Hey, Mr. John.
Shall we do it right now?
Do it right now.
Hit him right this very second, you say?
Right now.
Right now.
Thanks for joining us for On Pit Road Racing. Follow us on our website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at On Pit Road Racing. On Pit Road Racing is written and produced by WCOVM TV. I'm John the Announcer for On Pit Road Racing.